Well, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today?
So currently we are probably 20-ish miles from a little place called Teslin. Teslin. We crashed here last night. It's just a normal
It's like a
pull
rest
off.
area pull
Yeah.
off.
This is what they call a rest area here. Where's my camera? Well, I'm probably not going to show you because I don't know how to flip the camera on this crazy thing. Anyway, so we are shooting for halfway down the Cassiar Highway today.
That's the plan. We'll see.
Because it's currently starting to snow. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's very light.
It's very, very light snow right now. It's just supposed to be light flurries. We should be okay.
So we'll see.
We'll be fine.
It'll be an adventure. It's always an adventure, right?
Yeah, and we need to find a water fill tank.
Yeah, we need fresh water. We found 2 places that had water, but they specifically said not drinking water.
At least they got it labeled.
So we're like, well, we don't know if we want to risk that, so we didn't. So we still have some water left.
Yeah,
we're not out. We're probably still at 33%.
33%.
So we're not completely out. But we will need to get some in Teslin. Now the other issue is we believed what we were told, and they said they changed the windshield wipers.
We need new windshield
on the
wiper
rig.
blades, and
They did not.
They're a little difficult to find. They're 36 inches a piece, but we'll get them. We'll find them.
Yeah, because we are way out in Canada right now. A lot like Alaska, where it takes forever to get stuff. So even if he ordered them from Napa, they wouldn't even be here until Friday. So we're not going to sit here till Friday. We're going to kind of risk it and see how far we can go. If it starts snowing or raining too hard, we'll stop. We do have some rubber left on the wipers, but
yeah, they're not rubbing. It's not rubbing the windshield metal,
right,
or nothing. It's got a big thick layer of flat rubber on the wiper, but it just doesn't have the little flappy things that help pull the water and stuff off. So we'll be okay. We just won't use them tremendously.
Yeah.
Just use them as needed, real quick. I'm
making a lot of faces today. Do you see these faces? These faces are for a reason. There's a whole lot of learning going on in this place.
Yes, there's a whole lot of learning.
Not a whole lot of fun learning, but some fun learning.
Oh, yeah.
We saw, let's see, the other day we saw 2 black bears, and those are the first black bears I've seen since I was a kid roaming around Tennessee with mom and dad. Well, and brother and sister too, but still mom and dad. In the wild. See grizzlies all the time in Alaska. Still always in awe of them. Yesterday, we saw a beautiful cinnamony chocolate brown bear. He was gorgeous.
Yep.
And then we saw 2 caribou.
Yep. And we saw like 3 or 4. Is it elk?
Yeah, we saw the elk.
Yep.
And then we saw, I think, a couple more bears yesterday.
Yeah.
And the problem is, when you're doing 55 down these roads, because you're allowed to go, it says 90 to 100 kilometers, which puts us about 55 miles an hour. And they're super windy roads. You come around the corners, and typically we'll slam on the brakes and swing around in the middle of the road and go take pictures. That's not going to happen in 60 plus feet of God knows how many pounds.
Correct.
So we're hoping. So we're headed towards the Cassiar Highway today. That is the highway everybody warned us not to take. But it's the one that the truckers all take. So it's got to be kind of okay.
Well, that's the only road that we can get out of because the Alcan's still closed.
It is still closed. So when we get to Teslin, we'll use the ATMs. We'll take out a little bit more Canadian cash because along with the Alcan being closed, a lot of it is without internet or anything, so they can't run credit cards. So we need to make sure we have enough Canadian cash to keep gas in this big beast. It's not terribly cheap here. It was $2 something?
$2.21 a liter.
A liter.
And it takes 3 liters, roughly, a little more than 3 liters to make a gallon. So we're at $6, $7, $8 a gallon, somewhere in that range.
So we topped off yesterday in Haines Junction, and we were barely at needing a quarter of a tank, and it was $300. Canadian.
No.
Yeah, it was Canadian.
Canadian.
But still, do the conversion. It's like
I don't know.
We did the conversion last night. It's so we're getting ready to take off this morning. Pups have been fed, cats have been fed, everybody's been pottied. And now we're hoping to see bears because everybody says there's a ton of bears.
Yes.
On the roads, along the sides of the roads, in Cassier and on Cassier Highway. We'll try to get some pictures this time.
Yes, we will.
Love you guys.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye.